basic question is just how good of a dealership do you want to have? Just how good do you want to be? We know that in order for a dealership to grow, we've got to develop talent. There's two variables that are absolutely critical. One is getting results and the other is developing people. We know that those dealerships that are going to be highly successful are going to emphasize both results and developing the people.
What I really appreciate is the fact that the instructors have real-world experience and they don't just speak in theory about how to do something, but they essentially give a cookbook on how to get your dealership in order. And what I took away mainly from this was parts inventory control, and by using it already, and the course isn't finished yet, but by enacting what I learned, I was able to free up enough cash flow and help inventory turns to the point where it's paid for the training and then some.
JCC helped made me really understand, just the true responsibility of how that inventory dollar is tied up in the expense slot of the dealership's ledger, how that can affect the whole profitability of the dealership. Made me more aware of that. It affects the entire dealership, not just, do we have it in stock or not.
The best thing that I like about this program is when you start looking at our customers and when you start interacting with the training and the marketing that we've done, how our customers are buying more off of us instead of less customers, less items, more customers. Now they're buying more things from us. We're doing more of their needs. So that seems to work out real well. Well, it's selling more aftermarket, but then, they're used to coming to you. So when their equipment breaks down or when they need service or when they're looking for a new piece of whole goods, they're going to come to the people that they know and that they trust, that they're dealt fair with. And, so it's an overall, not just one department, but it's the whole team.
As a dealer principal, I always had a concern about spending money on training. What did I get in return? Every time I turned around, an employee would come back and say, yeah, the training was good and we learned this and this, and I never saw any results. So I wonder if my money was well spent. The hardest thing I have to do as a trainer is to make sure that when people leave a class that I am in front of, is that they leave with something that will not only make the dealership money, but double or triple the investment they put in training. That's my goal. I had one dealer organization that put in place a couple of changes in their parts department. A gentleman wrote back to me and he said, I thought you ought to know this. He said, what we did, one of the homework assignments, you had to create a plan. And we put that plan in place, and not only did we make enough money to pay for the training, we turned the parts department from making very little to making almost a 10% return. That makes you feel good.